Viewing a student's submissions and marking them. To view and mark student work, access the VLE site into which the student work has been submitted and locate the control panel below the site's left menu. Expand the control panel if needed and then click on the Grade Center entry in the list of control panel options. This will expand the Grade Center sub-options that are available to you. Unless you have been informed to the contrary, click on Full Grade Center. The main part of your browser window will refresh to show you a table. The rows of this table represent individual students enrolled on the VLE site, and the columns represent assignments, tests, or information relating to the enrolled students. Locate the column for the assignment you wish to mark, noting that you may have to scroll horizontally to find it. If there are unmarked submissions for the assignment, you will see an exclamation point icon in the column for students whose work that is yet to be marked. Roll your pointer over a cell that contains an exclamation point icon for a student that you wish to mark the submission of. Click the grey circle with a downward pointing chevron that appears towards the right of the cell. In the drop-down that appears, select the bottommost attempt if there is more than one attempt listed. This will be the student's most recent submission. The screen will refresh to show the online marking interface. Assuming the student has submitted a file type that can be rendered, you will see the student's work in the main part of the screen and a column on the right for providing a mark and overarching feedback to the student. If there are multiple submissions from the student, first confirm that you are marking the correct attempt. This will typically be the last submission made by the student. However, if the student has submitted both before and after the submission deadline, for example, you may wish to mark an earlier on-time attempt. If there are multiple submissions, the attempt indicator towards the top of the right-hand column will have a number after it, and will also become a drop-down. If the submission you are currently viewing is late, it will indicate this in brackets at the attempt indicator. You can use this drop-down to select an alternative attempt if the one currently displayed is not the version you wish to mark. When the attempt you wish to mark is displayed, you can read and scroll through this as you would any other document online. Enter the score you wish to give the student into the pink mark field towards the top of the right-hand column. Do not enter the score into the black field above this. Clicking in the pink mark field will automatically expand the feedback field below it. Enter your overarching feedback on the student's submission into this field. Note that you can contract this field using the blue horizontal bar that shows underneath the Submit button. If the field is contracted, the bar appears underneath the pink score field and can be used to expand the field. To magnify the displayed student work, click the magnifying glass icon with a plus in it. To annotate student work by highlighting text and including a comment, click and drag across some text within the displayed student's work to select it. An icon strip will appear above the highlighted text. To associate a comment with the text you have highlighted, click the rightmost button on the icon strip. Type your comment into the commenting panel that appears, and then click the Save button in this panel to submit it. To add a comment that is not associated with highlighted text, activate the Comment tool on the main tool strip, and then click where you want the comment to appear on the document. A speech bubble icon will appear where you have clicked, and a new comment panel will appear on the right of the document. Enter your comment into the panel and click the Save button. To delete a comment, click on the associated highlighted text, speech bubble icon, or the comment panel at the right of the displayed document. Click the dustbin icon that appears on the comment panel and then confirm the deletion by clicking OK when prompted. A couple of points to bear in mind with annotations is that they are associated with you by name and they can only be deleted or edited by the person who made them. Note that you can also directly annotate student work by inserting text fields, drawing, inserting images, using highlights, strike-throughs, underlines, and undersquiggles. For further guidance on how to do this, see our comprehensive written guidance on using the Blackboard Annotate markup tool. To complete the marking process for the current student, click the Submit button on the right-hand column. It is critical that you click Submit before navigating away from the marking screen, otherwise your score and feedback entry will be lost. It's also worth noting that you have 60 minutes to mark any one submission. If you are likely to take longer than this, then be sure to submit what you have done thus far and before the 60-minute timeout occurs. If you don't do this, you could lose any feedback and mark entry that you have made. You can re-enter the marking screen for a submission to continue marking as needed. If there are further pieces of unmarked work, clicking Submit will take you on to the next piece of unmarked work, reading from top to bottom in the grade center, alphanumerically by last name, regardless of the order you may have sorted the grade center into yourself. Clicking Submit for the student whose name is alphanumerically last in the grade center will return you to the full view of the grade center, regardless of whether there is more work to mark.